The world is shining a spotlight on nurses today as they continue to battle the COVID-19 pandemic. It's International Nurses Day, and here at eNCA we've deployed reporters across the country to speak to those special individuals who give so selflessly. eNCA's Nobesuthu Hejana is at the Christian Barnard Hospital in Cape Town, and Letiwe Mdluli is in Durban, and they join me now to take this conversation forward. Nobesuthu, let's start with you. You are at the very iconic hospital, Christian Barnard Memorial Hospital. Briefly give us its history and perhaps the role that nurses play in the services that it delivers.
Well, Tilas, I'm actually going to be speaking to one of the nurses who works at the ICU center where they actually do the surgeries and all those high intensive surgeries that the hospital does. A few minutes ago, she was dancing inside. There's a small event that the hospital is hosting, but it's a bit too dark there, so we've asked her to come speak to us outside. I've allowed her to catch her breath, and I'm sure she has. Nurse Wenka, can you just tell us about what International Nurses Day means to you? You work at an iconic hospital.
To me, it is all about us being saying thank you to, us being appreciated by public, staff, colleagues, the broader community for that matter. Nurses has been an icon in all the years, and this is just one simple way of saying thank you to the nurses, which is my colleagues, myself, the broader community within South Africa and out. So at the end of the day, you've got 12 hours of work, so this is a home away from home as a nurse. So at the end of the day, being appreciated and being tolerated and being accepted for what you do in your sphere of speciality or skill, that is what it's all about. So today we're having Nurses Day and we're having a ball of a time. And Christian Barnard is one of the icons within history, as you guys know. So Christian Barnard was one of the main doctors that started with a heart transplant, and we're just carrying on from there on. We've got great doctors, great opportunities, and from there on we can just go from a higher esteem to a more higher esteem.
And tell me about your exciting job, because you were telling me earlier on that you sit through those surgeries and it's one of the things that you actually enjoy doing.
Yeah, I actually don't sit through the surgery. I receive them after the surgery, so I'm in surgical ICU, and we receive them after the operation is done, and then we take them through there. And the focus point is the fact that you see what doctors have done after the surgery, and you see when the patient comes through the door after a week, after months in the ICU, and they come in and they walk in, and it's a joyous, momentous time. You see things like kidney transplants, heart transplants, people going from strength to strength on a daily basis. So that for us is the biggest triumph, to see that I actually had an impact in healing or towards your healing part after your operation. And that is just amazing.
And you're also a donor?
Yes, I'm a donor myself. So everybody out there, if you're not yet on the donors list, please do so, because that is one of the focus points within South Africa, which is very rare. So you can save 7 people's lives with just me, Margaret. I can save 7 people's lives, or I can assist them, whether they are cornea related, skin related, my kidneys, my heart, and so forth and so more.
I was talking to Eleanor from Donosa earlier on. She was highlighting the fact that there is a shortage in hospitals, although we are celebrating and highlighting the important work that you guys do, but you need to be appreciated. So can you just tell us maybe one of the challenges that you face at your work?
The challenges is obviously transport, first and foremost, because we need to be on duty at 6:45. We leave at 7 in the evening. So when they started the red dot, that was a nice incentive from the government side to assist nurses all around. At the end of the day, if you look at how much time you spend within your day for the 12 hours. Getting to and from work also is timeous. So if that part, our government can actually look at that part, where they give us sufficient transport, where we don't have to worry, am I going to be on time, am I going to be late, in all of this transport issues that we have within South Africa. So yeah, but other than that, I think it's just amazing what we as nurses do, and I salute all of them for their part that they play, even though if you're the lowest in the category or the highest in the category. They're amazing, amazing, amazing women and men. Please don't forget the men. So, yeah, and at the end of the day, your challenges also comes from you having a family, you're having to support your family, children getting sick, husbands and wives getting sick, family, mothers and brothers and stuff like that. So we as nurses also have our own family problems, just as the person outside. But we need to leave that at the door, and when we enter, we need to be your nurse. So we're your nurse, we're your caregiver, you're your husband. I'm your husband when your husband is not there, and I'm the mother when your mother's not there. So we've got many caps. We're the social worker at times. We sometimes just there to keep your hand, to know that you are safe, you're in a safe place. The operation that has been performed is good, it's gone okay. Sure. So yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Sister Denka. You can go back to your dancing.
Thank you very much.
All right, Tules. Well, that was Sister Denka from the Christian Barnard, just taking us through about their daily struggles at work and what she enjoys mostly doing and working as a nurse.
Yeah, and that spirit of giving, right? What she was saying about how she's a donor, an organ donor, just talks to the character of the person. So from song and dance in Cape Town.